हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you very much for your kind association. We will switch our reading time back to 6:30 because then after 7 o'clock it becomes very unpredictable in terms of my hospital calls. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. नमामि विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने. नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. Let us sing one very beautiful song by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Mahasaya, which teaches us Anukulyasya Sankalpaha, Bhakti Anukulamatra Karyara Svikar. To accept, Svikar, acts which are Bhakti Anukul, which are favorable to our Krishna consciousness. तुवा भक्ति अनुकूल जे जे कार्य है परम যতনে তাহা করিব নিশ্চয় ভক্তি অনুকূল জাত বিষয় সংসারে করিব তাহাতে রতি ইন্দ্রিয়ের দ্বারে শুনিব তোমার কথা যতন করিয়া দেখিব তোমার ধাম নয়ন ভরিয়া তোমার প্রসাদে দেহ করিব পোষণ নৈবেদ্য তুলসী ঘ্রাণ করিব গ্রহণ कर द्वारे करिब তোমার সেবা সদা তোমার বসতি স্থলে বসিব সর্বদা তোমার সেবায় কাম নিযোগ করিব তোমার বিদ্বেষী জনে ক্রোধ দেখাইব এই রূপে সর্ববৃত্তি আর সর্বভাব তুয়ানুকূল হয়ে লভুক প্রভাব তুয়া ভক্তি অনুকূল যাহা যাহা করি তুয়া ভক্তি অনুকূল বলি তাহা ধরি ভকতি বিনোদ নাহি জানে ধর্মা ধর্ম ভক্তি অনুকূল তার হউ সব কর্ম. This is one of my most favorite songs in the whole world. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Mahasaya is saying, तुआ भक्ति अनुकूल जय जय कार्य है परम যতনে তাহা করিব নিশ্চয়. Hey Shri Krishna, করিব নিশ্চয়, I will certainly perform with extreme diligence. Parama jatane, with extreme diligence, I will perform certainly those acts that are favorable for your devotional service, Shri Krishna. तुआ भक्ति अनुकूल जय जय कार्य है. Whatever tasks, activities are favorable, pleasing in the service of Shri Krishna, I will do those activities with great endeavor, even though they may be very difficult to carry out. Hari Bol. It was easy for Srila Prabhupada to live in Radha Damodar temple and do bhajan. Hare Krishna. But Guru Krishna Agya, Srila Prabhupada left his comfort zone and came to the West, and that is why we exist today in bhakti. Hare Krishna. Bhakti anukula jato vishaya samsare koribo tahate rati indriyera dware. Whatever in this world is favorable to bhakti, I will utilize those things by means of my physical senses. Because bhakti means Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam. Serving Krishna with our senses, serving Krishna with our eyes, serving Krishna with our tongue, serving Krishna with our ears, and also serving Krishna with our karmendriyas, like hands and legs and speech. So, whatever is favorable in this world, I will use those things in your service through my senses. শুনিব তোমার কথা যতন করিয়া দেখিব তোমার ধাম নয়ন ভরিয়া. Aha. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Mahashaya says, with my ears, I will hear Hari Katha, your Katha, my dear Krishna. Jotana Karya, with great endeavor. There will be so many distractions on the internet. There will be so many distractions on YouTube, Instagram, and other platforms. But I will only hear your Hari Katha. Hari Bol. I will choose not to hear anything else. Gramya Kathana Shunibe. Gramya Varthana Kohibe. Jatana Korea. There will be temptations. It may be difficult. But I will hear your Hari Katha only. Shunibo Tomara Katha Jatana Korea. Dekhibo Tomara Dham Nayana Bhoriya. And I will behold your holy abode with the full satisfaction of my eyes. आंखें भर के आपके धाम को देखूंगा. There will be temptations to see other TV shows, other videos, other reels, other distractions, news, sports, ityadi. But I will have Dham Darshan. I will watch Aisi Kripa Karo Shri Radhe Dijo Vrindavan Ko Vas. I will watch that. I will have Sapta Devalaya Darshan. I will have Darshan of Parsana. I will have Darshan of Radha Kund Sham Kund. I will have Darshan of Giriraj Govardhan. Full satisfaction of my eyes. आंखें भर के निहारूंगा आपको और आपके धाम को. हरि बोल. धाम दर्शन. With my ears, with endeavor, I will hear Hari Katha. With my eyes, with endeavor, I will only see your dham. Hari bol. তোমার প্রসাদে দেহ করিব পোষণ নৈবেদ্য তুলসী ঘ্রাণ করিব গ্রহণ. I will nourish my body with your prasad. Tomara prasade deha koribo poshan. I will nourish my body with only Krishna prasad. Hari bol. This body will be made up of Krishna prasad. Once Shivadayanda Prabhu was said, but you did not have an auspicious birth. You were born in a Yavan family. Shivadayanda Prabhu said, even materially it is not true anymore. What do you mean materially it is not true anymore? You're still fair-skinned, Caucasian. Shivadayanda Prabhu said, I have lived in the Dham for continuously 24 years and I have only eaten the prasad of Shri Nitai Shachisud and my Shaligram Shilas. I personally cook, I offer them and I eat. This body has lived in this Vrajraj for 24 years, eaten only Krishna Prasad and never left the Dham. So even the molecules of this body are the molecules of the Dham. So I don't see this body also as having anything to do with the Western world. Because the cells also are recycled. So Indra Prabhu said after 24 years, everything is Vraj Dham. product in this body. Hari bol. So this body will be nourished only by Krishna Prasad, nothing else. Tomara prasade deha koribo poshan. I will carry prasad when I go to work. Hari bol. I will eat only Krishna Prasad. And Naivedya Tulasi Ghrana Koribo Grahan. Naivedya means all the things that have been offered to Krishna. I will perfect my sense of smell by smelling the fragrance of Tulasi that has been offered at your lotus feet. The flowers and Tulsi that has been offered at your lotus feet. That is what I will smell. कर द्वारे कोरिबो तोमार सेवा सदा तोमार वसति स्थले बसिबो सर्वदा. I will continuously perform service to you with my hands. कर द्वारे कोरिबो तोमारा सेवा सदा. I'll always serve you with my hands. These hands are meant for your service. तोमारा वसति स्थले बसिबो सर्वदा. And I will always reside in your dham. नसे राम ते धाम सोडून द्यावे सुखारण्य आरण्य सेवित जावे. Where there is no Ram, I don't want to stay there. One saint has said, Samartha Sri Ramdas Swami. So, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Mahasaya is saying, I will only stay in your dham. I will stay in Krishna dham, nowhere else. Tomara vasati sthale bosibo sarvada. I will always reside in Vrindavan. Hari bol. Raje tishthan. তোমার সেবায় কামানি যোগ করিব তোমার বিদ্বেষী জানে ক্রোধ দেখাইব. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Maharaj is saying, তোমার সেবায় কাম নিযোগ করিব. I will dovetail all my vasanas, all my kam vasanas, all my desires, kamnas in your service. তোমার সেবায়. So if I have to desire, I will desire your service. If I have to hanker for something, I will hanker for your service. And tomaro vidveshi jane krodha dekhaibo. And there is also some anger. So that anger will be dovetail towards those who are Krishna dveshi jan. Hari bol. Those who are envious of Krishna, those who are against Krishna, I will show my anger towards them. How Srila Prabhupada used to say to the people, even though they were big, big scientists and influential people, some politicians, if they were taking people away from Krishna Bhakti, Srila Prabhupada would call them rascals. Prabhupada would challenge them, chastise them. Prabhupada said things like that. Darwin, his grandfather might have been a monkey. My grandfather was not a monkey. Things like that. Because they are taking people away from Krishna. Darwin was giving a very godless understanding of this world. Where is God in Darwin's world? Nothing. Nature selection, survival of the fittest, blah, 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 blah. But Krishna is Sarva Karana Karanam. That he is forgetting. Mataha Parataram Nanyat Kinchidasi Dhananjaya Mai Sarvam Itam Protam Sutramani Gana Eva. He is not seeing that Mai Sarvam Itam Protam. Krishna is present everywhere. Just like the Kanthimala, it is existing because there is a thread inside. All the Tulsi beads are being held by that. So therefore, Srila Prabhupada would get angry at the atheists because they are taking people away from God. Ei rupe sarva vritti ara sarva bhav tuanukula hai labhu ka prabhav. In this way, may my every tendency, every proclivity, my vritti, my tendency, my inklings, my proclivity, every sentiment, sarva bhav, attain meaningfulness by being engaged favorably in your service. Tua anukula hai labhu ka prabhav. May all my desires, all my tendencies, all my proclivities, all my talents, all my emotions, all my sentiments be engaged in your favorable service, O Krishna. Now one may see, where is Krishna's name in the whole bhajan? Nowhere there is Hari, Krishna, Radha. What is going on? Well, This is a book by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Sharanagati book. And in the first opening song itself, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has addressed this entire Sharanagati to Nandanandan Krishna. Shadanga Sharanagati hoibe jaha, তাহার প্রার্থনা শুনে Shri Nanda Kumar. Everything is addressed to Nanda Kumar, Krishna. Everything is addressed to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu jibe doya kori. Swaparshad Sviya Dhama Saha Avatari. He's addressing it to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Nanda Nandan Krishna. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Mahasaya is saying, तुआ भक्त अनुकूल जहां जहां कोरी, तुआ भक्त अनुकूल जहां जहां कोरी, तुआ भक्ति अनुकूल बोली ताहा धोरी. Whatever I do that is favorable for your devotees, tuva bhakta anukul. I don't just want to be anukul to you, Krishna. I want to be anukul to your devotees also. I just don't want to do Krishna seva. I want to do Vaishnava seva also. Hari bol. प्रभु कहे वैष्णव सेवा नाम संकीर्तन दुई कर शीघ्र पावे श्री कृष्ण चरण. Two things we have to do to attain the lotus feet of Shri Krishna. We have to serve Krishna by doing Harinam Sankirtan, Nam Seva, and we have to do Vaishnava Seva. प्रभु कहे वैष्णव सेवा और नाम संकीर्तन दुई कर शीघ्र पावे श्री कृष्ण चरण. तुआ भक्त अनुकूल जहां जहां कोरी. Whatever I do that is favorable for your bhaktas, I accept that it is favorable to you. तुआ भक्ति अनुकूल बोली ताहा धोरी. This is the Siddhanta. That Vaishnava Seva is Krishna Seva. भक्ति विनोद नाही जाने धर्मा धर्म, भक्ति अनुकूल तार हो सब कर्म. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, I don't know what is dharma. I do not know what is adharma. I do not know what is pious. I do not know what is impious activities. All I know is, may all my activities, may all my endeavors, all the kriya I do, let it be favorable for your bhakti. Nothing else matters. I don't care what dharma says. I don't care what adharma says. There are many, many levels of dharma. Sabko namaskar. I don't care about them. I only care that every activity of mine, may it be favorable to your bhakti. I only care about bhakti, nothing else. Yesterday in Bhakti Vaibhav, Hargrav Shama Kishori Mataji asked this question about Semantak Mani, how it did not protect Prasena, and how Prasridhra was not affected by the curse of Vashishta Muni. Bhakti. One place there is lack of bhakti, and one place there is pure bhakti. Where there is pure bhakti, even Brahma Shap doesn't work. And where there is no bhakti, even Semantak Mani will not protect. Haribol. Therefore, we don't care about dharma, adharma. There are different levels of dharma, very, very confusing. Tarko pratishtha shrutoyo vibhinna. Nashavrishiryasya matam na bhinnam. Therefore, dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam. Mahajanayana gatha sapanta. Our bhakti mahajans, we want to follow in their footsteps. We only care that our activity should be favorable to Krishna bhakti, nothing else. Hari bol. Yatha taror mula nishechayana trityantiyat skanda bhujopashaka. We want to water the root, and Shri Krishna is the root of everything. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva. Tvameva bandhu cha sakha tvameva. Tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva. Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. We read this, and now let's come to text 203. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, chapter 19, entitled Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructs Shri Rupa Goswami. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is now going to describe the Kevalarati, the pure prem of Vraj Bhumi. केवलार शुद्ध प्रेम ऐश्वर्य न जाने, ऐश्वर्य देखी लो निज संबंध से माने. In the stage of Kevala Rati, unalloyed devotion, a devotee does not consider the unlimited opulence of Sri Krishna. There is the Aishwarya Jnana Mishra Rati. Aishwarya Jnana Mishra, Dasya Rati, Sakhya Rati, Vatsalya Rati, we saw that. And Madhura Rati also, we saw that. Rukmini Devi, for example. Aishwarya Jnana Mishrit Madhura Rati she has. Conjugal love, but mixed with awe and reverence because of awareness of Krishna's greatness. However, in Vrindavan, the Rati, the love and attachment to Sri Krishna, is uncontaminated with Aishwarya Jnana. Therefore, it is called Kevala Rati. Kevalara Shuddha Prem Aishwarya Na Jane. In the stage of Kevala Rati, unalloyed devotion, the devotee does not consider the greatness of Krishna. The devotee does not consider that Sri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. It doesn't matter. And even though the devotee experiences Krishna's greatness, like yesterday we discussed, Shri Krishna is putting his hand in the mouth of Keshi and breaking the teeth of Keshi. Shri Krishna is picking up the huge Arishtasur whose hump was touching the clouds, who was scattering the clouds with the whipping of his tail, who was giving miscarriages to the pregnant ladies and pregnant cows. And Shri Krishna picks him up and bashes him and dashes him on the ground like a rag, like a dhobi, hits a piece of cloth on a rock. Like that, Krishna, who at that time was only 10 years old, was whipping and whipping and whipping and whipping and smashing and smashing and smashing Arishtasur as if he were just a piece of cloth. The Brajvasis are seeing this, yet their rati, their loving attachment to Shri Krishna, does not get contaminated by Aishwarya Jnana. Just like the lotus leaf always remains above the water, untouched by Aishwarya Jnana. He takes seriously only his own relationship with Krishna. Their relationship with Krishna, their Atmiyata with Krishna, their Murari Padarpita Chitta Vritti is so deep, so thick, so unshakable that even though there are displays of Aishwarya, Mora Putra, Mora Sakha, Mora Pranapati. Bas. They don't know anything beyond this. Krishna can show Vishwarup Darshan to Yashoda Maiya. Kuch nahi. Next day, take your bath. Dirty boy. Clean your mouth. Go to sleep, it's bedtime. That is the thing. They don't take it seriously. Because only their relationship with Krishna matters. It's so deep, so thick. Hari bol. Purport. When a devotee reaches the stage of Kevala Rati, pure unalloyed devotion, especially in friendship, Sakhya Rati with Krishna, he forgets Krishna's opulence. Although he sees opulence, how he killed Bakasur, and he considers himself, how he killed Kaliya, chastised Kaliya, he considers himself equal to Krishna. Chal ball peg. There is no question of actually comparing oneself to Krishna. Asamurdha. No one can compare to Krishna. But in Prem, in the madness of love, the devotee is so advanced in Krishna consciousness, he is able to behave with Shri Krishna just as he would in an ordinary relationship. Hari Bol. And that is why so? Because Krishna wants it like that. Hari Bol. Krishna wants all the Vaikuntha planets, there is Aishwarya. Krishna says, Hari Baba, at least one planet, let me be your friend. Don't do this Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Dandavat Pranam to me. Just play with me. I want to be home. Hari Bol. I spend enough time in the office. Vrindavan is my home. Hari Bol. त्रय्याचोपनिषद्भिश्च साङ्ख्ययोगैश्च सात्वतैः उपगीयमान महात्म्यं हरिं सामान्यतात्मजम्. Aha. When Mother Yashoda saw all the universes within Krishna's mouth, she was astonished, but only for the time being. Shri Krishna is worshipped like Indra and other demigods by the followers of the three Vedas who offer him sacrifices. Shri Krishna is worshipped as impersonal Brahman by saintly persons who understand his greatness through studying the Upanishads. Shri Krishna is worshipped as the Purusha by great philosophers who analytically study the universe. As the all pervading super soul, Shri Krishna is worshipped by the great yogis. And Shri Krishna is worshipped as the supreme personality of Godhead Bhagavan by the bhaktas, the devotees. Nevertheless, Mother Yashoda considered Shri Krishna only to be Atmajam. He is born from my body. He is my son. He is my putra. Purport. This verse is quoted from Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam 10.8.45. Those who are spiritually advanced, they forget Shri Krishna's opulence. Why? Under the influence of Yoga Maya, Krishna's internal potency. Bhagavan api taratri sharadotpulla mallika viksharantum manachakre Yoga Maya upashrita. Naham prakasha sarvasya Yoga Maya samavrita. Mudham na vijanati lokam ajamabhyayam. For instance, Mother Yashoda considers Krishna an ordinary child. Why? Under the influence of Yoga Maya. Krishna wants it like that. So she doesn't realize that he is Bhagavan. Tam matvatmajam avyaktam martyalingam adhokshajam gopi kolu khale damna babandha prakritam yatha. Vichara Krishna. Although Shri Krishna is beyond sense perception and is unmanifest human beings, avyaktam, he takes up the guise of a human being with a material body. Martelingam, adhokshayam. He's adhokshaya. He's beyond sense perception. Adhokshaya, beyond sense perception. But still it takes a human form. Manusham tanumashritam. Thus Mother Yashoda thought Shri Krishna to be only her son. And she bound him. Gopuka ulukhale damna babandha. With a rope she bound Krishna to the wooden mortar. Prakritam yatha. As if he was just an ordinary boy who had to be chastised that day. Haribol. Purport. This verse from Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam 10.9.14 is in reference to Lord Krishna's exhibiting himself as an ordinary child before his darling mother, Shri Yashoda Maya. He was playing like a naughty boy, stealing butter, breaking butter pots, feeding it to the monkeys, climbing on the wooden mortar, disappearing, running here, there. Mischievous boy. Mother Yashoda became disturbed and wanted to bind the Lord to a wooden mortar used for pounding and grinding spices. Actually, Shri Krishna was adding mirch masala to his Leela by doing Damodar Leela. In other words, Shri Yashoda Maya considered the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shad Aishwaryamay, Bhagavan Shri Krishna, to be Gopala Balam. Haribol, to be her ordinary child. Jai Ho. Uvaha Krishno Bhagavan Shrida Manam Parajitah Vrishabham Bhadrasenastu Pralambo Rohini Sutam. Aha. When Krishna, Shri Krishna, was Parajit, was defeated by his friend Shridama, he had to carry him on his shoulders. Similarly, Bhadrasen carried Vrishabha and Pralambasur carried Dauji Balram, the son of Rohini, Rohini Sutta. Haribol. This is what they would do. They would get defeated, and the defeated party had to carry the victorious party, and Krishna would be defeated by the love of Sridama. Purport. This verse is from Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam 10.18.24. When all the cowherd boys were playing in the beautiful Manoram forest of Sri Vrindavan Dham, the demon Pralambasur appeared in order to kidnap, abduct Sri Krishna and Sri Balaram. The Asur appeared disguised in the form of a cowherd boy. This cowherd boy was his birthday that day, and therefore to do puja, seva, dan, he had not come. Pralambasur was so expert, he took the form of that particular cowherd friend of Krishna's, according to some renditions, some commentaries on Srimad Bhagavata, like that. The Asur appeared disguised in the form of a cowherd boy, but Krishna could understand his trick. Therefore, Krishna divided all the cowherd boys into two parties that day. One party belonged to Balaram, the other party belonged to Shri Krishna himself. Ultimately, Krishna was defeated in this play. And according to the wager, the defeated party had to carry the victorious party on their shoulders. Sri Krishna had to carry Sridama on his shoulders. Bhadrasen had to carry Vrishaba. And the demon Pralambasur had to carry Balaram because Balaramji had defeated him. And when Balaram mounted his shoulders, the demon ran far away from everybody. Finally, the demon began to expand his body to a gigantic size, and Balaram understood that he intended to kill him. Therefore, Balaram immediately struck the demon on the head with a strong fist. The demon was not wearing a helmet, and the demon fell down dead as if he were a snake whose head had been smashed. Haribol! Shri Balram Ji ki Jai. And it is 7 o'clock, so Krishna willing, we will continue relishing the nectar of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit, which is filled with the nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam, tomorrow. Thank you very much, dear devotees. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaur.
जय